We have that circle running and we are alive.
Good morning.
Good morning. She gave me a shock of my life yesterday, and it was my fault. But I forgot that she has meeting with friends, and whole day she's not talking to me. And I'm texting her. She's ignoring me.
Well, I had my phone turned off because I was in a meeting.
Yeah. And
that I told you about.
You did, but 10 o'clock I'm calling. I'm laying in the bed and I'm calling her. Where are you? I'm panicking. A few minutes later, she's calling. I'm fine. Why don't you remember that I have a meeting?
It's nice to be checked up on now.
Yeah, to scare me.
You'd
Good
listen
morning,
to me.
Heidi. Hello, Heidi, Lily, Jersey, Calif, Ma, Christy, Alexis, Patty Palmer. You go further.
E.B. Weston. Micheline, is it? Or Micheline?
Michalina.
Kilstrom. Thank you, Heidi, for greeting everybody. DJ Gier, Rick and Sandy Wilhout.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Eddie Thompson, Nathanji, Alexis. What a lovely group. And Lily Day.
We are looking forward
Flux.
to those meetings with you guys. It's like meeting with friends. I said to her, I wish I could see the faces, but not that much luck yet. The technology eventually will allow us.
Well, it does if you do it on a different platform and everybody has
the
a
same
face,
platform.
like it's a Zoom meeting.
Zoom meeting, but
then you get overwhelmed.
Yeah. Okay, but then I'm meeting quite a few of you on my private readings, and thank you so much for coming for those ones.
And this is for entertainment and spiritual. So please remember that so that we're covered.
Yeah.
Michalina is asking, is Pam Bondi or are Pam Bondi and Cash Patel going to be confirmed? So is Bondi?
Pam Bondi first. Yeah, it will be like communion for every kid who goes to the church. Yes, she will be fine. And I will put 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I see her like parading. That was easy. So it will be easy for her to get there. Nice surprise. Yeah. She doesn't belong there, but
Well, there's some opposition to her being there.
Well, not too much. Even White House, Senator Whitehouse was kind of nice to her. So it's not that she has too many enemies. She is intelligent. She's pretty. And she don't have the baggage. Then Pitt, yes, what was his name yesterday? Peter.
I don't watch them.
You don't watch them, but I had his name and Peter.
That's not that Hegseth, is it?
Hegseth, yeah.
They didn't even investigate his former wives.
No.
The lady who claims that she was assaulted by him, sexually assaulted.
No, but I will start from they're asking him. Pete went for the confession to the priest, and the priest is asking him, what kind of sense do you have? And he said, I was so drunk whole Christmas, I don't remember what I was doing. So he might be the next Pentagon director, Secretary of Defense.
I'll never drink again if I get the position.
Yeah, no. Promises from alcoholic.
But it'll only start if I get the position.
Yeah.
Cash Patel.
That anyone believe it alcoholic when he said, oh no, I'm not going, if you give me this, I'm not going.
Well, he can very much be compromised. Cash Patel.
Okay, Cash Patel, another cookie. we didn't have seen him yet.
When?
He's the one who is kind of spooky looking.
He has eyes. 1, 2, 3.
Oh boy. They will pour a lot of dirty mud on him. But if Trump is telling them you have to nominate him, he will be nominated. Even with Pitt, they will nominate him because Trump told them so. So as dirty as a scam he is, they can't do anything about this. For entertainment only, he will be standing up. He is a lawyer. Everything will be on a paper, but there will be things that will be training him, and he will be a leader. I can't even watch that. But I'm watching. It's addictive because I want to know what the scumbag they are choosing. And I'm sorry that I'm calling people scumbags, but you will think that if someone will be so humiliated, and they know that they will be humiliated, they wouldn't even show up for that.
Wow, Kavanaugh did.
And and this one is very much a nice match for Kavanaugh.
And they had 400 and some people who had things on him, and
yes.
the women, etc., but others as well. And they weren't even investigated.
And today, when they were talking to Pam,
mm-hmm.
they are talking how important it is to have law and values, that people will be trusting the values of the law, because if there is no law, people don't trust anything, and there are problems.
Which is why the Supreme Court has something like a 38% approval rating or something, or maybe less now.
Yeah. Hello, BP. Tina Lemos.
So Kash Patel, will he be confirmed?
I said yes.
Yes.
There was White Horse, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm losing faith.
Patty Thompson is asking, there's a ceasefire in Gaza and our hostages will be released. Does the credit go to Biden, or will Don take the credit?
I said that long time ago that Yahoo will be holding the gear until Trump will get to the office.
So they have to wait until he's in office? It won't happen before?
It's supposed to come on Sunday, and he's coming to office on Monday. So between two mothers.
1.
But I said
2.
that long time ago that
3.
And Biden sent just recently $80 billion. So that was probably related.
And he says it's basically the same information that they have been negotiating 8 times already. But Trump has now stepped in and says, you should be doing this just before I get inaugurated.
I'm the one who is doing this. The same. Nixon did the same thing to Carter.
Yeah.
And Carter was polite, but Nixon was the one who...
hold off on releasing the hostages until I'm in.
And
then that day they were released.
The success. Yeah, they are holding. They are working on the actions. Everything is on the road, all the ducks. But they are sleeping on it, so... And the human life is not important. But they are now in Qatar, and they are in a final.
Well, remember when something was passed with, who was it, Obama? Who was just, there's so many of them. Anyways, there was something that was passed, and the money was going to be going out when Trump took office. Mm-hmm. And then Trump made sure that his signature was on there as if it was done under him, although the Republicans all fought against it. But he wanted his signature on those checks. He'll always take credit. If it works out well, I'll take credit. And if it doesn't, well, it's your fault. Mm-hmm. He's a real... And
he's so childish, and we know, but this information will be worse and worse.
Mm-hmm. Philip Crilly is asking, there are over 3 million federal employees who took an oath to uphold the laws and Constitution of the U.S. Will they act as a wall against illegal actions of the Trump administration?
Trump.
Trump.
Thank you, Crowley. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
No, they will be looking different direction, I'm sorry. They will not do too much, not everyone, because they will be afraid for their own underwear, so they don't look naked. I'm sorry. They will want to work, being capable of being wiggly and taking chances. The fish smells from the top. And I think eventually, and remember that, eventually the people will stand up. All the people around USA. They will have enough, but it will take a while for them to stand up because Trump would like to stay in the power for the next 4 years.
And beyond.
And
just like Putin had changed everything and beyond.
And even Bondi, she said, well, if they don't change constitution, he can stay in the power if he will change the constitution. So, and if Republicans are in Congress and in Senate, but they will be cheating, so we wouldn't even know how much they are cheating.
Leo Smiles is asking, do you think the launching of Jeff Bezos' rocket has anything to do with Melon, a replacement for SpaceX government contracts, perhaps?
So
Jeff Bezos has his rockets. The timing of it, the launching of it, he did it. And is he competing for SpaceX government contracts, perhaps, as a replacement?
I'm not standing on your toe, honey. No, he will not do anything to sabotage his well-being because he's afraid of...
Jeff Bezos is?
Jeff Bezos is, well, he's afraid of Trump. He went with the tail between the legs to Mar-a-Lago. He is easy to control. I'm sorry.
1, 2.
I know my visions are so
3.
So vivid sometimes, and it's scary for me. Yeah, he would like to relax and rejuvenate, going with love and cheating. What was that noise? Yeah, so the cheating will go on. Richard Branson was putting rockets. We are not hearing anything about him. But at least he's not going to see Trump. He was very involved with Democrats.
Heidi's asking, our Danish Prime Minister spoke to number 45 today. Did the conversation go well?
Oh.
One, 2, 3.
Trumpet was listening with one ear, the other ear was...
That's because there's nothing in between, perhaps.
There is nothing. There is just cotton. Yeah, they will be pretending to be friendly. Intuitively, we know that there is nothing, and he wants the Greenland. He thinks grass is greener there, and he said he wouldn't pay. And Colbert said they were making estimate how much Greenland is worth it. I think 51 billion or 61 billion. And they asked Trump, and he said, we wouldn't have to pay.
No, because we have a military base there. We'll just use it.
And we will have Pete in the power of the Pentagon.
Lily Day is saying, I think USA will be clobbered soon. What do your guides say?
What is collaborate?
Clobbered, hit.
Oh, that's
Stuff.
what I'm saying, that eventually there will be riots all over the country. And I remember what happened in Poland when we had solidarity. And most of us were not even in solidarity movement. I didn't know what that is. I just, oh, we have movement? Wonderful. So I signed it right away. Every office had someone who was coming, and you can have the little like passports, cards that you belong to Solidarity. I didn't talk with me because I knew if it was they would stop me on the border, I might not get out from Poland. And yeah, that was everyone was signing, everyone was paying few bucks, which was not too much, under 10 zloty, which was, like sugar, 1 kilogram of sugar, which was not too much, but everyone was supportive. And then the whole country was on strike. Everyone was striking, and it was annoying. But we were so happy that we are standing up. And then they put a martial law on Poland. It was scary.
It would be.
Because the Russians promise if you don't do something, then we will intervene. So they didn't intervene, but we got a martial law for many years.
Tina Lanu has a comment here. Did you see? It's the Premier of Ontario, Ford, with his new ball cap. Canada is not for sale.
I do like his boldness. I like that he's standing up. I didn't like his brother because he was devastating the name of Canadian John Ford. Yes, that was John Ford.
Yeah, I don't know what the brother's name is. I just remember him.
He was
an
alcoholic and drugs user, but people loved him. He wanted so much.
But they pretend. I mean, they're very wealthy, but they pretended to be just like you and me.
Yeah,
like Trump does.
Well, this guy who is right now in power, Ford, Rob Ford. He was a big brother to the other, and he was the stable one. So he was controlling his younger brother, who was cuckoo, and every comedian had a good material of joking about him. Colbert has so many good programs about how wonderful governor, he was mayor of Toronto, John Ford. I think I'm not mixing up his name, but Ford.
Chris is making a comment here, asking a question. Can you see if Mark Carney will be the next Prime Minister of Canada? We don't. Premiers of our province and Prime Minister of Canada. But you saw a female as the next Prime Minister.
So I'm not going to change that one yet. In the green dress, I think she will take Trudeau place, and what's her name is the one that he fired. You know that.
Yeah, there's so many names.
No, but she
was fired. Yeah, she was finance.
She was Prime Minister of Finances, and they disagree. So he fired.
Freeland. Yeah, thank you very much.
Freeland, thank you.
Chrystia Freeland.
And I have the feeling that she will take his position now.
Patty Palmer's wondering what you thought of Prince Harry and Meghan touring the fires.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
No.
Patty says, I believe they had good intentions in their hearts.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Well, they want to be popular. They want to do something good. And Harry was taught to be that way with people. And Meghan, she wants to be popular. She wants to do things what's all right, and she's one from the elite of the actors. So I think that they have a good intentions, and it was terrific thing. So they want to collect some money, maybe. Not always the cleanest people about that, but.
Bannon and the MAGA movement are hosting a coronation event to celebrate the inauguration of the 47th president.
Coronation.
Coronation, they're calling it, January 19th. It's a black tie event at the Watergate Hotel in Washington.
One day before.
This event unites the tech people, which is NRX, right with the MAGA group. NRX stands for Neo-Reactionary and is shorthand for the Dark Enlightenment, a far-right movement whose followers have an explicit distaste for democracy as they are in reverence for fascism and monarchism. Do you see this black tie event taking place on Sunday, January the 19th?
Go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they already bought the tickets, so there will be something. And Musk don't like Bannon don't like Musk. They hate each other guts, but they will be fighting for who is more important. America's security. Well, this card is coming. It's such an unstable time, and it will be just for fun. And the funny part is Trump inauguration will take, they are building fence. Did you notice? 32 miles of fence. I thought, wow, let them to go there, and one person with gun, because they don't let anyone from outside. Of course, it's getting to the point that they will be blocked, and maybe no one will go inside the fence. And Trump wouldn't have any people supporting him.
Yeah, but he wants to be down in Mar-a-Lago so he can golf.
No, but I'm talking about not in Mar-a-Lago.
No, but that's where he would like his White House. It's this Florida White House.
I'm talking about inauguration day. Mm-hmm. They are expecting.
Oh, his friends with the take away the metal detectors and everything.
Mm-hmm. And
because they're all on my side.
He wants to have a bigger crowd than Obama had. And if they will put fence, I don't know how many people will go behind that fence. So it might be the smallest ever crowd in the history.
Yvonne Rivera is asking, what do you see happening on January the 20th in the United States? What's the reaction going to be across the entire United States?
Before I will forget, tomorrow I have Linda G. Comanche on my channel.
11 o'clock.
Mountain time. 10 o'clock.
So at the end of this video, please put in your questions for Linda.
Time. Oh, yeah, if you can, please.
So what do you see happening across the United States on the 20th? 1, 2, 3.
A lot of flights will be coming to for the inauguration. My grandfather had the opinion that the flies are a symbol of new politicians.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, the flies are leaving a lot of S on the food. So it's such a destroyer. It will be this, but all over the country. Separation. One people will be this way, another that way.
It's really divided the country, hasn't it?
Yeah, but people will be doing good choices no matter what, feeling like outsider. I'm not going to even observe the ceremonial. I didn't watch before, so I'm not going to watch now.
When I saw him going in the last time, his inauguration speech was really, really bad. It was very divisive.
The best part of that ceremony was like Melania.
Oh, yeah. He was looking back at
She was
His
smiling,
daughter.
and then she did change her
Yeah.
attitude right away behind his back.
Will melanoma,
That's
melanoma, will she stay or will she go? So it must be about his wife.
he stay, yeah.
Well, it's a she, so
But I think that's
Melania, perhaps.
oh, Melania. Okay,
Will she stay or will she go?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It's like going to the bank for withdraw money. No, she will be staying on the lineup to withdraw her money. Yeah, crying of a broken relationship, but she will be with her man and up and down. So once in a while we will see her. And she's going to write a book.
Well, she's already written one, hasn't she? No, a movie.
A movie now by
A documentary.
documentary by Amazon. Oh boy, Bezos is paying her 45 millions.
Yeah.
And
She's for sale.
I wonder if they will be showing the naked body of her as well.
They may have to go to Russia to see those.
Oh, they have. Trump was holding them in his safe and showing them to acquire.
Lee Crook has a comment about Johnson said unless he gets a deal for raising the debt limit, no federal aid for California's fires. What will happen? 1, 2, 3.
Newsom will speak up his mind. He will say it what he thinks. He is very brave and open-minded. I'm worried about his. He is growing something on his left. It was left side over here. There is some lump growing on his neck. He has to check that one, because it can be something related to some immune problem, so he should check his health. But otherwise, he will be very vulnerable to Trump, and people will trust him.
They will trust who? Newsom.
Newsom, the governor of California. Money, he will have to lean on those money from USA, but he will be strong and independent. So Trump wants to destroy him because he's afraid that Newsom is so strong and popular. Apparently, even Andrew Cuomo is getting back to the power. So
he hasn't officially said that he's running for mayor, but
well, I wouldn't mind him to go back. I think that the Democrats destroy him purposely because they were afraid that he might be too strong for Biden. So that was the reason.
Now Jack Smith has returned to The Hague.
Already?
Well, he put in his notice for ending on the 10th of January, so he's going back to The Hague to work on, crimes against humanity. Mm-hmm. Has he taken back information there that he's going to use that would help them prosecute Trump through
the
what is it, ICC?
International Court.
Yeah, criminal court.
2 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know if he took the documents. Maybe he didn't.
Well, they're made public.
Yeah, but it is what he has in his head that is most important.
So they know, does he have a path to go after Trump internationally?
Probably, but you see, in Hindu, they have that third eye over here, symbol, that they have some marks. I see this above. So in his brain, he's maybe not that spiritual. He's Jewish, but he's not that spiritual. But it looks to me that he will have everything in his head. And he will be very important again, Queen of Work and the Judgment. So they might start doing some extra because over there he is not king and he is not the above the law.
45.
45, yes.
I don't know if I could ever call him 47. I'll just keep him as 45 because I don't think this election was real. J.D. Vance, the vice president-elect, recently said that those who committed violence should obviously not be pardoned. Obviously.
Uh-huh.
That would include the former Proud Boys chairman, Enrique Terrace, who was found guilty of seditious conspiracy in 2023 and sentenced to 22 years in federal prison. But 45 appears to not agree with Vance, as 45 told the January 6 defendants to keep their chins up. Will T actually pardon him, Enrique? 1, 2, 3.
He will shake him, and so the dust will fall off of him. So I think that's symbol of pardoning. Yeah, he will put him on his position. This card is coming today, and
Well, maybe he'll put him in the White House. Bodyguard.
And I think the new the lady who is today chosen for running the government as a legal, she will be DOJ, yes, kind of, the Bondi.
Okay.
I think that's her position because the FBI and CIA will be under her, so she will be the new DOJ. And she will be finding the way how to help him. A legal way, maybe moving him to the place that he is very comfortable.
That should be, you're talking about Enrique?
Enrique, yes.
Well, he should be comfortable in prison, I think. But
No, but I saw the dust coming out of him, so he will take a lot of his bad stuff out of him. And he didn't do violent on his own.
Oh,
so he
that's like 45 did do violence on his own.
No, he didn't. No, he is saint. So yeah, and she's running under, he's her boss. So I think that the same thing will happen to Enrique.
And it's interesting that South Korean authorities arrested the impeached President Yoon on January the 15th over insurrection allegations. The arrest followed his impeachment after declaring martial law on December the 3rd. He'll be questioned and then it'll be decided whether he'll be further detained or released. Why does the U.S. not do this? There's so many other countries that are taking him out of power, but the U.S., I mean, SCOTUS jumps in there, but I don't understand why there isn't more happening.
I was wondering why the DOJ didn't have the guts to do it.
3.
At the first days. He should grab him, put him in a jail, and then talk about everything.
McConnell shouldn't have left it up. I mean, he was impeached. McConnell had the choice of making it so that he could never run again.
But it should be done. McConnell said there are legal ways to do it, and I will sleep on it. I'm a turtle. I will walk so slowly until everything will be gone and I'm not feeling guilty that I did something that might be right. It was good harvest for him. It was in the plans. And the secret was hidden in USA. Nothing. We know the secrets. We know, all of us knows the secrets. And everyone is upset. But I think DOJ was to blame, and actually even Biden, because Biden had the power unconditional, and he should step and say it. No, it's time now for the real law. And he created a monster. Both of them created a monster. The monster was created. They let him to.
They empowered him.
And be much stronger.
Melon Starlink early on supported Ukraine, and it impacted how Russia was forced to devise new tactics for detecting and neutralizing Starlink signals.
Starlink is the
satellite
communication, and we have that in Canada. My son has that because it's faster internet, and he's living on the acreage. So it's in city you can't have it because it will be in collision with others. But for the people outside, that's a cheaper and faster internet.
Then Melon, in support of Russia, withdrew the access to Starlink. China is now considering Taiwan, the breakaway Chinese province, and has vowed to integrate it with the Chinese mainland. China's invasion and military operations could be significantly impeded if Taiwan is granted access to the Starlink satellite network. Of course, Melon is the one who has to grant the connections. So will Melon give Taiwan access to it like he did Ukraine, and then pull it from them to satisfy his connections with China?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
No, piece of rubble. I don't think they will use it because they know how it was worked against the provider. Now they will have something else, and they will celebrating that for their own security and excitement. And I'm so afraid now about Taiwan because they are waiting for Don to be on the driver's seat.
So the Chinese officials are reportedly in discussions with the sale of TikTok in the U.S. to Melon. Will the sale of TikTok actually go to Melon? There's another offer as well by somebody. 1. And this is TikTok US. 2, 3.
Melon, even if he will lose his teeth, he will bite. So he will get what he wants. He wants to be a big boss, and he will beat up the price probably. And it's a woman who is fighting with him. Symbol of a female name. So for us, every female name is ending with letter A. In Poland, you wouldn't have the Polish name because Cheryl is ending with L, and you will have to be called Cherylla.
No, that's a witch.
No, but that's the way we know that we are talking to the female or male. So males have all the other letters of alphabet, but the females have to have letter A on the end, and symbol. So
what is Melon's future? What do you see? He's got his hands in so many things, and NATO's looking at him, European Union's looking at him. Maybe even the Canadians are looking at him. Who knows? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. If you can imagine 12-year-old, a girl who didn't go for the pan to sweep the floor and put everything under carpet. That was me once. And my mom said, why is such a bump? Everything will be swept under the carpet to the point. Eventually it will be too much for every country. They will see it's not correct, and every country will be pushed to get rid of that.
Well, he's involved in a lot of elections.
Yeah, and because he thinks that grass is greener and he wants to be the biggest star, eventually they will backstab him.
Will he end up being arrested?
Oh, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Maybe that looks like the barrier, but it's flexible. You can bend that. So I don't see him being arrested. I'm sorry. There will be battles, and he will be cheating, and he will get out of the way. So he will go different country to do whatever he wants to do. If he will have TikTok under his name, and even without if he will have that TikTok. I'm just kidding, but that's a symbol of eating too much.
Will he ever lose his financial empire? Will there be a pushback on that?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I see fires. Everything can be lost.
Aw. Couldn't have happened to a nicer man.
Yeah, he will need the healing. The legal things will be very hard for him. And for security of the other countries, they might actually do something to him. But he will have a lot of legal battles. And he will have to be healed. I don't think he is completely bulletproof.
Good.
I'm not saying that he will be killed. I can't say that, but I know that he's not bulletproof. And it says for itself.
Martha KM1 is asking, why did Melon meet with the Iranian ambassador in New York? What did they discuss? One, 2, 3.
He is doing something about money in name of Trump. So there is there are some negotiations about pay us and we will be out of your way. To celebrate staying in power, give us some money and on a paper and cheating.
Everything's transactional.
It is, and now he's the ambassador for Trump to do those transactions behind the back. No one is arresting him for that he's working as a double agent without permission. Not double agent, but they have that name for those people who are doing.
They have to be registered,
and he's not, because then he will have to.
But there'd be a long list of countries that he's working for.
Mm-hmm.
NAS is asking, please ask about Social Security and Medicare. Will they be safe?
Under the Don?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
But when you have piggy bank, but there is no button on the bottom to hold the piggy bank, the old-fashioned piggy banks, they had that rubber thing that was
to open it, yeah.
To open, and this one doesn't have the cover, so you're putting to the piggy bank, and then it's nothing is there. Yeah, people will be vulnerable, not knowing which direction to go. The law will be changed, that the control of the power, and a lot of people will be afraid for the money. I'm sorry that I'm seeing that kind of visions, but thank you. I'm not complaining that you are sending. It's just they are so hard. I know, I'm not arguing with you. I'm arguing why it's scary for me.
Kathy McLaughlin is asking, do you still see an empty Oval Office on Inauguration Day? One.
I said White House.
3.
You have to be specific.
Okay.
I don't know if you were moving the first day there. Because I see a ghost running with everything, so it might take him longer to move in. He has gold, plants, the higher path, and angel of love. And
Is there something else preventing him from moving in?
3 cards.
1, 2,
But that's the rules.
3. But not from the White House itself, but from there's other law enforcement stuff or other charges or
I see a ghost flying, like spooky.
Yeah, well, maybe the ones of the good ghosts of past presidents, maybe they're roaming the place.
Yeah, that's the simple one. This one maybe Kennedy will make it. For the security, they will be checking if the house is clean before they will move in. So they want to check for every bags or whatever. He might still sleep somewhere else.
Wind horse. If he's going to be at an event the night before at the Watergate Hotel, maybe he'll keep on staying there.
Yeah.
Wind horse is asking, what is Roger Stone up to?
I don't know if I see Trump coming for the crown there, but
you don't think he might be there that night, even though it's an event for him?
Remember, this will be that he's taking side of Bannon, not Musk.
Yeah, that's right.
So
and the tech people, because they're trying to unite the tech people, whether they or not they attend or not, I have no idea.
3 cards.
1.
What was the last question?
It's about Roger Stone. What is he up to?
Count to 3, please.
1, 2, 3.
He's like unwanted guest coming and no one likes me anymore, kind of complaining. There is some battle for him, maybe health issues, and he's making good decision. Yeah, there is something related with his health, I think, because he's sleeping and recovering. So I don't see him being that active right now. Unusual.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
It's his life. Anyways, prayers.
Thank you so much for your hard work. You didn't have time yesterday and you still work. Oh, maybe she will not have too many questions.
Right.
Let me loose early to go home. I'm just kidding. I'm at home.
I know. Prayers. There's been a lot of people asking for continued prayers for Southern California as the winds have picked up now.
We have to send them a cooling, good energy so people are safe and protected. And that the firefighters are in the numbers that they will be able to help, because apparently there was not enough firefighters.
Thank you, Kathy.
Oh, thank you, Kathy, so much. And I know you had people there in South Florida who are affected. Oh my gosh.
South Florida or South California?
South California. And I said Florida. I'm sorry. When you're doing live, you make mistakes. And all the best to everyone there. And there was earthquake in Tibet. No one is talking about this. And before there was so much talk when there was earthquakes, but this time they are not talking. So one catastrophe on another, and we have to pray so the hostages will come safe and be able to be reunited with the family.
Helen McCall says ceasefire and hostage return just announced.
Yeah, that would be something. And I just started talking about that.
About the
So I
ghosts.
was reading your mind.
About the ghosts, cats, and peacocks. I wish Jimmy Carter would come to the White House and scare Trump out of there. That would be nice. Now, if we'd only see a ceasefire in Ukraine, Russia. Alan Tropia is saying, are asking for prayers. Please pray that Russia doesn't move on the Polish border. Prayers for Poland.
Prayers for my country. Well, I have two countries, Poland and Canada, but I'm Polish. Half Polish, half German, but I feel Polish. Okay. Confusing. And I don't know which half. This way, that way, or whatever. So all the best. Protection for against Putin. And I saw him in the last video you asked
2025, yeah.
Yeah,
2026. He's not there.
That I see a black flag on the Kremlin, and I thought, well, you didn't imagine this, you saw this, so you have to be optimistic, and that would be great if that would be something.
War Victoria, please pray for me. I have been battling cancer for a year, and now I have so much pain. The doctors are not finding the cause. And with all the testing, she is praying that the extra support of this prayer group and this community would help her.
We are sending you the strengthening of your immune system and your health and protecting from pain. All the best to you.
Suzanne Bornman, praying prayers for all the suffering, especially the victims in LA fires, praying for a better world, but seems like we are hostages for the next 4 years. Well, I hope that doesn't happen.
I don't think it will be that long. I have the feeling that something will happen, and we can only dream.
We're in a new time period now. We've jumped time frames.
Yeah, I hope, Susan, your wishes will be granted.
Dorian's asking for prayers for my mom-in-law and hubby. She just got told that she has a rare cancer. And they both not have pain.
So, yeah, eventually every cancer is not painless. Eventually it started to be a pain. All the best to your mother-in-law and her husband. Because if one person is sick, then the other one is suffering as well.
Yeah, it takes its toll on everybody.
Yeah.
We've
already
done the Mondays, yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, Violetta will be with, on her channel, on your channel, will be with Linda G. Comanche. And please post your questions after this video is posted, or in the community page section if you
if you want.
Under this video.
Not right now, just after the video.
It's posted. And there was a comment made by somebody about they had watched the video just after it had come online, and there were 8 ads. And I wrote back that it's not up to you because it takes you a while before you have access.
Sometimes I don't have the access for quite a while. For 1 hour, they don't let me to.
They don't let you choose the picture. They don't let you choose the ads.
On my telephone, I can show you. My video is not even gaining any views, and when I look at my husband's telephone, it was. So it's something weird going on, like they are not letting me to.
You were saying that your video was also frozen for an extended period of time.
This one was, that one was. Which one are we? We were here. I have on the outside, it says 11,000. And when I will press that 11,000, It's 11 now, but it was 9,000 for 2 days. So right now they move. They knew I would talk about it. But
Anyways,
it's odd, like they are playing games.
yeah, sometimes it's frozen for hours.
Yeah, no, 2 days. It was frozen for 2 days, and then
Well, it's a good thing you've thought.
I'm not fighting about this, but it's something that I can't control.
Anyways, there's more questions that we'll get at another time. But thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I think you are fine. I was so scared.
About last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, start listening.
Well, when she's not answering, I'm worried. It's like a
Because
teenager.
I turned my phone off.
Yeah.